Alright, update for the altcoin market cap. Now, there's a few warning signs that I see. I'm going to run through a few different charts today. Like I said, this is going to be an altcoin warning video, so it does not matter if you're in Solana, Ethereum, Dogecoins, ERC20 tokens. This is a video for every single cryptocurrency that isn't Bitcoin right now. So there's a couple of warning signs that I see shaping up for the altcoin market cap. Let's jump right into the video and talk about them. So I want to start off on the Bitcoin chart. On the Bitcoin chart, on the daily here, you can see we're currently in this ascending channel formation. Now, if we zoom out, you can also argue, I've seen a lot of people say this, that we are in a huge bear flag to the downside, and it is completely valid to say that. We are in a huge bear flag to the downside. Now, I am not of the opinion that we are going to break down. However, we do need to be cautious and we do need to prepare for both scenarios. So I'd rather prepare you for the breakdown, so if we do see the breakdown, we at least know what to do and what to expect with our altcoin bags. I am of the opinion that Bitcoin is about to have a bounce from the 39,000 region. However, it is, getting to that moment where it's kind of a make or break it for a lot of altcoins right now. So as you can see, Bitcoin is coming down and retesting the bottom support of this channel. We've done this multiple times, so this by itself would not make me worried. This is the first chart I want to show you. We really want to see a bounce coming in very, very soon for Bitcoin. You can currently see, if we come into the lower time frames, we're actually forming, well, we have already formed a bearish pennant. We had a breakdown, and during this breakdown, we are forming another bearish pennant, and the apex of this is in this 4-hourly candle. So within the next hour, we are going to have a 4-hourly candle open outside of this bearish pennant. Now, are we going to move to the upside? Are we going to move to the downside? Obviously, the price target of this would be calling for a move back to the downside, and there's a lot of indicators calling for a further move to the downside, so I'm just preparing you for both situations. We're not shaping up to have the most healthy correction, if I'm honest. I mean, previously when we have done this, we actually did form a bearish pennant when we came back down here. In other times where we've come down to retest it, we haven't really formed bearish pennants, so we only did it once, and it seemed to work out. This is you could argue that's a horrible bear flag. I mean, you could argue this was a horrible bear flag as well. But nonetheless, lower time frames, we are kind of bear flagging out right now. So if we did have a further move to the downside, perhaps one last fake out to shake out the weak hands, you could see Bitcoin move to as low as 38,000, and this could be a quick wick before we do have a big reversal. Bitcoin loves to wick out people and scare people out. If we come over to the daily, you can see we've actually had multiple wicks below this ascending channel. So that is the Bitcoin chart. I am expecting a bounce to come in very, very soon. Do bear in mind, there is going to be volatility coming in the next 4 to 8 hours, in my opinion. So I will get this video up very, very soon, because like I said, the next 4-hourly candle is going to open approximately 50 minutes after I record this video. So I'll probably get this video up first. Now, that is the Bitcoin chart. Very important macro retest that we are having right now. If we come over to the SPY, which, if a lot of you don't know, because I'm sure a lot of people don't, this is the ETF derivative of the SPX. What does that mean? The SPX is basically the stock market, and the SPY is, the ETF of the SPX, which is an exchange traded fund. So this, the SPY and the SPX, they're all the top 500 stocks. I believe they're US stocks. But nonetheless, we can see currently, well, this happened yesterday, we had a huge plummet in terms of the stock market. Not looking good. The Nasdaq has also taken a huge tumble as well. Tech stocks like Facebook are breaking down currently, and they're making new lows. So not the greatest thing you want to see. You can see we've just taken out the lows on Facebook. The dollar is seeing continuation where we are pumping. So there are quite a lot of warning signs shaping up in the crypto market right now. If the dollar keeps on pumping, when the dollar and the stock market opens a little bit later on today, we could see a lot of volatility coming in. Now, we haven't done this before. Let's check out the Coinbase stock. I'll need to move this all the way up. Move it into my stock portfolio. Here we go. So let's check out what's going on with Coinbase. And as you can see, Coinbase is also making new lows right now. We started making new lows a couple of days ago, but as you can see, we've now taken out the floor. Really not looking too good for Coinbase. This is spelling, very bad stuff for the general crypto market. Seeing the Coinbase stock plummet to new lows, not exactly the best thing you want to see. You can also see bearish momentum is speeding up. We are seeing an increase in volume. That is another warning sign if you are in altcoins right now. Like myself, I am in altcoins. I am in a lot of altcoin trades at the moment, but I do have my eyes on Bitcoin closing, above 39,000. I'm making this video to let you know that I will be taking, drastic measures in my altcoin positions, setting up a bunch of stop losses so I remain in profit if the altcoin market does have a landslide to the downside. So we talked about the Bitcoin chart, we talked about the stock market, we talked about Coinbase stock. Stock market not looking good, dollar looking strong, which is not a good sign for crypto. Dollar doesn't even look like it's near topping out on the squeeze one. We are still heading up with lots of momentum. Now, we haven't looked at the total crypto market cap. You can see the total crypto market cap is similarly setting up something very, very similar to what Bitcoin is doing. So the total crypto market cap, this is every single cryptocurrency included in the market cap, and you can see we are also forming a big bear flag right now. Not necessarily looking too good. The lows that we have are all the way down here at 1.16 trillion. Let's see if we've got any support that we've built along the way. We have, correlating to the lows down here and the 786 Fibonacci, we have a potential move down to 1.5 trillion. Now, this would be wiping $300 billion worth of gains if we did decide to not hold this. You can see this would be about a 15% decrease to the downside. Bear in mind, this is the total crypto market cap, including Bitcoin. So if this is saying that it's going to go down 15%, then bear in mind your altcoins are going to get decimated and go down a lot more than 15%. Now, we are not saying that we are going to break down. Like I said at the start of the video, I am of the opinion that Bitcoin is going to take its sweet time and then W out of here. However, we do need to be prepared for both situations because the dollar is shaping up very bullish, the stock market is shaping up very bearish. We have, important crypto stocks like Coinbase. That's kind of sounds oxymoronic that you've got a crypto stock, but the fact of the matter is it's not a good sign for crypto if you see Coinbase stock, which is one of the biggest exchanges in the world, emming out and breaking down below the previous lows. Like I said, total crypto market cap shaping up exactly as Bitcoin is doing. Now, you can draw this in a few different ways. You can even draw this if you draw like this support/resistance flip and you line up the wicks down here. You could even argue that we've started to fall below it. I prefer drawing it like this. It's slightly more conservative. We do have candle body closes down here, and we've previously been stopped out by wicks. So I think this best defines the uptrend. I think if we see daily closes below here, there would be a cause to start worrying. But as I see right now, it does seem like a higher low and a retest. So this chart alone does not make me worry. However, like I said, looking at the stock market, the dollar, these are the things that make me worry. This is why I'm making an update so you can reevaluate how you feel about your altcoin bags in the general market. Now, final chart I wanted to show you, this is total 2. Now, you might think this looks exactly like the regular total, and it does, to be fair. It is the exact same chart, really. The only difference with this total, you'll notice the market cap is a lot cheaper, and that is because this total 2 excludes BTC. So what is this chart? This is basically a chart of the altcoin market cap. If you deleted Bitcoin out of existence and Bitcoin never existed, and you only had all of the altcoins like Ethereum, Solana, Crypto.com, etc., this is what the chart looks like. This is basically your total crypto market cap excluding Bitcoin, and you can see we're setting up the exact same chart. We've got a huge bearish flag right now, and if you want to argue we're in an ascending channel as well, obviously this would be the flag as well. I don't personally think that we are going to break to the downside. Let's make that very, very clear. However, I am just making this video because I am seeing a bunch of warning signs, and as a trader, I want to be prepared for both situations. I have my bags hedged in altcoins right now, expecting higher moves to the upside. But when we do see important retests like this, in my opinion, it is of maximum importance to set stop losses in your trades. I've talked about this for my past couple of videos. I'm not going to go into every trade that I've got going on right now. But for example, SLP, or Jasmy rather, I gave you an update that while I am bullish on this in the short term, because of the dollar, because of the crypto markets, because of this important retest and the stock market, I would be putting a stop loss down here at the 786 Fibonacci. So I would, if the whole market does decide to take a plunge, I would be walking away with 7% profit on the last trade. I do have a few other trades open. I have a cake trade open. I don't necessarily know if I will put a stop loss on this because it is a spot position for me, and I do plan on holding cake. I do think it's a great project, and cake is actually setting up very bullish right now. I do think that if Bitcoin plunges, then cake will also plunge, so we might need to reevaluate that if we do look at how the market moves down. What else do I have a trade on? Alright, yeah, so we also had a trade on KNC. I talked about this in my past couple of videos as well, and I let you know that I was putting a stop loss just below this rejection point. So let me write SL for stop loss. You can see I set up a stop loss for Kyber Network, and while I do think Kyber Network is incredibly bullish, and we have just once again come up and hit my price target, I am including a stop loss in the trade just in case the altcoin market does go sour and we do start to plunge. That is really all I've got for you. I'm personally expecting a big bounce. This is really a video to prepare you for the worst case scenario if it does happen. Bear in mind the dollar is pumping, the crypto market is dumping while we are having this retest, and the stock market is shaping up very, very ugly right now. So just a quick altcoin emergency update. Like I said, this correlates to every single altcoin, so it doesn't matter what you're holding, this will definitely affect you. That's all I've got for you for today's altcoin video. Once again, none of this is financial advice, it is just my opinion on the market, and you've always got to do what's best for you. Cowboy out. Peace.